Abundance, my people. Abundance. Yes, oh, abundance. Abundance. Okay. Abundance. Let me share it. I got to share my video real fast, my people. I got to share my video. Abundance. 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 Here we go. Here we go. Woman, child, and man, cosmos, and earth. Eternal light. Each one reach one. Oh, what the hell? Oh. Oh, something came up on my screen. My bad, people. Again, my bad. Woman, child, and man, cosmos, and earth. Eternal light. Each one reach one. This is how we grow. I see you, my brothers and sisters. Protect yourself at all times. You already know. With knowledge and sunlight. So let's go. Let's go. Hold on. I'm going to say this right now. Those that have forgotten their past are deemed to repeat it. Tarot cards go hand in hand with the Dark Ages. Remember, people, you couldn't even fucking read. Tarot cards wasn't written in your language. You couldn't even read. So this, I'm going to read something first. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, no. Nope. Here we go. The earliest reference to terror all dates to the to the early 1440s or 1450 century, and fall within the quadrilateral defined by the northern cities. Remember, northern cities. The ice is the north is going what? Kala told you the north is going what? Back under ice. The northern cities of Venice, Milan, Florence, Urbano. Because of these complicated nature of the game, by that point, it is likely that it had begun evolving early in the century. Move on down here. When did tarot cards become popular? Okay, by the 1900s, tarot became popular in the United States with the creation of the Rider-Waite deck in 1909. Americans were primed to purchase the deck, made the leap across the Atlantic. It made the leap across the what? The Atlantic. You don't remember the Atlantic's trade slave? The Atlantic to become the most popular tarot reading option. Cross the Atlantic. Now, hold on. When did slavery supposedly started in America? And what? 1619? This is during the Dark Ages, the medieval periods. We go over here. Now, those that have forgotten their past are deemed to repeat it. Those that have forgotten their past are deemed to repeat it. Here you go, right here. Now, I'm going to get back to your tarot cards because I'm going to play a video in 1 second. The Dark Ages is a term for the early Middle Ages, or occasionally the entire Middle Ages, in Western Europe after the fall of the Western Rome Empire that characterizes it as marked by economic, intellectual, and cultural decline. Hold up. Economic, intellectual, cultural decline. Now, here we go. Let's go with economic. Your stock market. The stock market is acting like what? The stock market is doing what? You have inflation. What? The debt ceiling is what? The dollar of the American dollar is what? Huh? Those that have forgotten their past are deemed to repeat it. And during this economic, intellectual, and cultural decline, do you know what was going on in the Roman Empire? The Western Roman Empire? Transgenders, homosexuality, pedophilia, rape, murder, everything was legal. Molestation, all of it was legal. Once again, economic, intellectual. Now, when you're talking to these people out here that say that claim to be gay, right? Or claim to be, you know what? Hold on. Let me show you this. Hold on. This is how you know dealing with people that have real bad mental illness. People that says that gay is okay to be gay, or people that tells you that you should that's a try to convince you that that's something that's normal and there is nothing wrong with that. You need to leave those people alone as fast as you possibly can. You need to run away from these people as fast as you can. These people are dangerous. Just understand that. I don't give a fuck if you're a heterosexual woman or man. But the moment that you tell me that it's okay that if they want to be gay, that's their preference. Okay, not a problem. I don't want to deal with you anymore either because you are sick. And I want you to understand that. People now on this planet have lost all respect for value and self-love. And I mean it. This shit we out here doing right now, this has nothing to do with self-love, value, and morals. None whatsoever. And people have put their personal feelings over values, morals, and universal law. Literally. And now are trying to convince you as an adult and children whose brains are very malleable, by the way, and you can easily penetrate a child's mind, manipulate them, that it's okay or something is wrong with you because of the lifestyle that they choose is detrimental to our species. Is that something? I mean, are we serious here? Because let's just say this. 100 years ago, if our ancestors all was practicing what we are practicing now today, majority of us wouldn't even be here. Let's just make that very clear. We wouldn't even be here. So to listen to some of you speak and how y'all you don't have a problem with it because it's not affecting you directly. You can't see the effect of it. Just like when you see children, when you hear about children getting snatched up, when you hear about black children getting abused and raped and murdered all through Africa, the Arab slave trade, it doesn't bother you because it's not affecting you. You don't see it's affecting you directly in your everyday life. You see? But for me, it's different. See, for those that are truly tapped in, it's completely different. Completely different. Because we are all divinely connected to one another. All of us. Good, bad, or whoever, or in between. We are all, and we are the ones that are responsible for one another. Not no one else. Not the sky daddy. Not your brothers and sisters that's moving across the planet right now. Not no one else. We are. This is our home. One of our homes. We don't call nobody else coming here to clean up our shit. We take care of it ourselves. So hold on. Let me play this for you.
Self-trans is wearing woman face no different than I would wear blackface trying to be a black person.
I understand. And
it's assuming an identity that isn't yours.
On that specific example, I think it's the intention behind it.
The intention is completely irrelevant. It's the action that we must judge, correct?
Well,
so if somebody robs a bank because they're poor, they should still go to jail, regardless if they're poor or rich. If somebody appropriates a womanhood identity, they could say, well, I just wanted to be happy, or I just wanted to win the NCAA championship because I wasn't able to compete against men. We should call them a cheater. So their intent, he said, not she. He said on ESPN this weekend.
This is the guy, Leela, whatever you want to call himself, because he couldn't swim and compete against men and beat men. So he became a trans, and now he's more acceptable. He feel more loved. He feel more appreciated. This is why a majority of them turning gay, especially in the black community, because they are abandoned. And the gay community is opening them with open arms, fucking cakes, candy, cookies and shit. Bob the Builder Bear, stuffed fucking teddy bears, video games, all of it.
Wanted to be happy. Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of happy cheaters out there. That's why we have standards.
I feel like you're giving a lot more malicious intent to these individuals.
But it's irrelevant. They're doing something evil. It doesn't matter if they think they're doing good. Every evil force in the history of the world thinks they're doing good.
Like your boy, what's his name? Biden and all the rest of them, like your medical staff, like your school teachers, like your psychiatrists. All of them think that they're doing a good job. Even the police officers, they feel like they're doing a good job because they have underdeveloped brains and don't see that they're being used. They're being used to destroy a group of people. And now that they pushed up in the corner, so much information is coming to light. They don't know what to do. I told you in the book of Eli, when that white boy with the glasses shot at Denzel, and he looked at Denzel, he said, how the fuck? I shot at him twice. So close. I normally hit. He said he's protected. And then he realized he saw the Son of God. And he stood there. And when he died at the end, look at how he died, on his knees, looking at the sun, and fell. He knew he was looking at the Son of God. And now look at them. They know now that ain't no sky daddy in the sky. They know now that they was raping, abusing, psychologically, physically. They were talking shit to. They were talking down to. They were fucking manipulating. They know good and goddamn well that they were literally destroying the mother, the divine God of humanity right now. And they don't know how to apologize to you. They don't know how to stop. They don't know how to apologize to. They don't know how to do anything. They are hoping that everything that I'm saying is a total fabricated lie. They are hoping that whatever's taking place in the cosmos that are now affecting this planet, that it's come to a halt. They are hoping. Let me explain something to all species. See, it took till 2015 on your calendar. It took till 2015 on your calendar for you to start taking inventory about the tragedies that you have been doing to my people. And then from 2015 going forward, as the sun intensified, as the climate intensified on this planet, you started taking more inventory. Hold up, John. What are we doing here? You really want to go to church today, knowing what we know right now? Huh? Huh, John? What are we doing here? They know. Every last one of them know who you are. But as long as you are dumb, or pretending to be dumb, because that's what we're doing out here. And I'm going to tell you, we're doing a hell of a job. You're doing a hell of a job. You're pretending. So you should get the motherfucking Best Actor award. Black people should get a fucking award. We should win we got the Universal Emmys. We should, listen, we got the Universal Emmy Award, baby. I'm trying to tell you, this shit here is, this is so beneath us to it's pathetic, people. And I mean this is so beneath us to it's pathetic. Pathetic. And not only that, the shit that we are doing to each other. Oh, we talking to people. We challenging people. We doing, and I'm going to play a video. Clearly, it's more truth in this video than out of the last video that was more truthful than this was 1977. This been more truthful in this video. The only thing more truthful than this video is that you step into your own DNA. That's it. And I'm ready to play it for you. Hold on. Share this with you. Let me share my screen. Hold on. Let me go over here first. Here we go.
This is a small transmission of the local.
Pause. Now, this is what I want to do. Children, starseeds. I played this video before. I need you to just listen to what he is saying. That's what I need you to do. I just need you to listen to what he is saying. Just hear what he is saying. That's all I want you to do. Just hear. And then I'm going to go back and play it again. I just want you to hear what he's saying.
Greetings. This is a small transmission of the local galactic government, part of the wider Commonwealth of 13 galactic clusters. You can refer to us in one word. Andromedians. You may have heard of us from other sources, but allow us to establish one critical fact. During a galactic uprising that brought great destruction in 1/3 of this galaxy, certain groups of our Commonwealth joined forces with the Rebel Alliance. This alliance is led by the Draconian species, governed by a 24 plus 3 council members under a high commander. This ruler goes by many names, most of which are recorded in your planet's history. Point being is that the rebel Andromedians have been acting as intermediaries between the Draconian Alliance and Earth governments, which they have come to control. Their goal is the enslavement of your planet, the extraction of its resources, and the complete extermination of all life. Then the Draconian fleet of 118 war planets, including its 2 flagships, will depart for a critical nerve node of the universal organism. We cannot and will not allow this to happen. Your enslavement has been orchestrated by an artificial race that many of you consider native to your planet. It is not. During your current state, you cannot enter a direct conflict with them. This is our duty. But what you can do is protect yourselves and survive until our arrival. Operative warning is, death rises in the east, but the west has been infiltrated by eastern agents on all levels. Deal with those agents as we deal with the real threat. We have gathered an armada of 960 war planets in multiple dimensions, 340 of which are visible to you. We have been situated around and beyond the trajectory range of Saturn. Any species activity on the inside planets is considered hostile to you. We do not use channeling. We do not send messages to psychics. We only transmit through a strict medium of neutrino beams. The clear reason is that your oppressors do not have access to this technology. Beware of what you call false flag operations. Earth will be invaded by the Draconian Alliance, posing to be us. This will include atrocities in order to condition humanity against us and to unite you under a world government. Your Illuminati New World Order is but a predecessor of an even more cruel order that was orchestrated by the Draconians' artificial race. The enemy, on world and off-world, has rejected our terms of surrender. We will intervene in massive and overwhelming force. Our 5th and 6th dimension forces have arrived at your planet, as they cannot be traced or inhibited by the Draconian Alliance. We consider your own dimension being the first in terms.
Pause. Let me go over this. Hold on, my people. I'm sitting here listening. I'm looking at some of the comments. Can y'all hear this or you can't hear it? Let me see. Matter of fact, let me say this. All I need is one green heart to show me that they hear it. The rest of you, if they not, the reason why they not letting you hear it is because they, of course, you already know what's going on. I just need one green heart to tell me that they hear this shit. Thank you. Everybody else, listen, I'm sorry if you can't hear it. I'm not doing nothing on my end. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So it's not me. So let me put this back on.
Density translated.
Pause. Let me rewind this a little bit. Here we go.
Any species activity on the inside planets is considered hostile to you. We do not use channeling. We do not send messages to psychics. We only transmit through a strict medium of neutrino beams. The clear reason is that your oppressors do not have access to this technology. Beware of what you call false flag operations. Earth will be invaded by the Draconian Alliance, posing to be us. This will include atrocities in order to condition humanity against us and to unite you under a world government. Your Illuminati New World Order is but a predecessor of an even more cruel order that was orchestrated by the Draconians' artificial race. The enemy, on world and off-world, has rejected our terms of surrender. We will intervene in massive and overwhelming force. Our 5th and 6th dimension forces have arrived at your planet, as they cannot be traced or inhibited by the Draconian Alliance. We consider your own dimension being the first in terms of density. Translating to your terms, you are third dimension, and the enemy exists up to the fifth dimension. We have forces up to the ninth. Once we secure that all the nuclear weapons that have been placed within the Earth's crust in order to destabilize the planet have been neutralized, we will invade. When your rapid eye movement during your sleep ceases to produce erratic dreams and nightmares, know that the enemy's flagship has fallen. A flagship you call Lebanon. A flagship you call Moon. Our true arrival will be signaled by one major event, the extermination of all planetary governments, especially those who have aligned themselves with the eruption of the upcoming World War. Until then, everything else is a lie. You were once citizens of the Galactic Commonwealth. You were invaded and enslaved. We received your distress call and we have sealed the entrances and exits of this solar system. Negotiations with the Draconian Alliance have failed. We are on our way.
Now I'm gonna start that over and I'm gonna go through it myself with you, but hold on.
Of humans. I believe that we were manufactured somewhere else. I'll just call it like I see it. The historical record to me looks like that this world we're living on already had basically black people, African Americans in different geographical areas. Then all of a sudden we had Mongoloid types in different types of areas. Then all of a sudden we have what we're basically call Cro-Magnon, which are not the people that were told that there is no gradual development of humans. I believe that we were manufactured somewhere else. I'll just call it like I see it. The historical record to me looks like that this world we're living on already had basically black people, African Americans in different geographical areas. Then all of a sudden we had Mongoloid types in different types of areas. Then all of a sudden we have what we're basically call Cro-Magnon, which are not the people that were told that there is no gradual development of humans. I believe that we were manufactured somewhere else. I'll just call it like I see it. The historical record to me looks like that this world we're living on already had basically black people, African Americans in different geographical areas. Then all of a sudden we had Mongoloid types in different types of areas. Then all of a sudden we have what we're basically call Cro-Magnon, which are not the people that were told that there is no gradual development of humans. I believe that we were manufactured somewhere else. I'll just call it like I see it. The historical record to me looks like that this world we're living on already had basically black people, African Americans in different geographical areas. Then all of a sudden we had Mongoloid types in different types of areas. Then all of a sudden we have what we're basically call Cro-Magnon, which are not the people that were told.
Pause. I'm done with that. Now it's a full video of this. The brother sent this to me. The brother has sent this to me, but it's a full video. And this is what I mean by coming out. You heard when he said it was already black people here. What the fuck did he say? Right. When he said we were already the whole entire planet was nothing but black people here. And it was other life forms that we conversated with that we knew was here that have intelligence, that can manipulate energy. Hold on. And how do you know that there were other people? How would you know if regarding, my apologies, I'm trying to get this set right up. How do you know that if you were seated here by something other than something of greatness, of a higher supreme? How do you know? Through anatomy. That's the only way you're going to figure this shit out. That's the only way you are going to figure it out. As long as you don't know anatomy, you will continue to find yourself in a world that is destroying you. And only thing you're looking for is something that you can find that you can die slow with. That's it. Whether it's a job, whether it's a certain amount of money you make in a year, or you just finding something to die slow with. That's it. This is the worst that we could ever be. Divided and complacent with a slow death. This is the worst we have ever been. And Jokers are in fear because the only reason why you would go to a tarot card to tell you about your future is because you don't know how to create your future. You see, nature don't work for today. Nature works for tomorrow. When you meet with a woman, you working for the future. You see? So I can build tomorrow for me. I need a woman that can have children to build a future for me. That's the difference. You see? See, tomorrow, you start working on tomorrow when you wake up the fuck today. When you eat bad food today, you wake up tomorrow with stomach pains. If you ate good food today, you wake up tomorrow energetic. I don't get it. It's been telling us, I mean, literally, we have so much evidence. And this is why I cry. See, when you wake up, you cry because it's a shame. It's an embarrassment. Because you wake up and you be like, I can't believe that I fell for this. How did I fall for this? And then you go back to the emotional connect that you have towards your mother, your parents. You go back to that and you look and you say, damn, well, this is what I was taught. It's okay for you to be taught that. But as an adult, when you start to develop and start to see and learn for yourself, you have to be able to change. And if you can't change, then that's on you. That's directly on you. So let me play this video, and I'm ready to go over this. I'm ready to go over this video. So, and I went over it before, but I'm ready to go over it again a little bit more in depth. Here we go, and I'm out of here.
Greetings. This is a small transmission of the local galactic government, part of the wider...
Now, this is why I tell you that this entity is in love with you. Nobody want to believe this when I tell you this. Let me go over here. The Joker is in love with you. Everything that is created from our genetic makeup. Everything, even the dollar bill. So if you go back and look on the back of the dollar bill, what did he say? We're a Galactic Federation 13. Hold on, let me make sure he said that. Part of the Commonwealth of the 13 Galactic Cluster. Of the 13 Galactic Cluster. When you look at the back of the dollar bill, you know, counting on the pyramids, if you go straight across, you count these steps. It's 13 going up there. You go over here and you count the wings. You count and you look at the eagle. In one hand, it got arrows. In the other hand, it got like a reef. It's 13 of them too. Just look at this shit. Now, if you look at the clock, 12 to 1, you go right to left, 13, 11 to 2, 13, 10 to 3. It's constantly 13 on the fucking clock, literally. Who put this together? You really think a Joker that couldn't make fire really did this to you? Come on, man. Come on, man. You really think this? You really think this? Hold on. Let me finish going on this. And you really believe in tarot cards? In fear. That's what it is. Fear.
One of the 13 galactic clusters. You can refer to us in one word. Andromedians. You may have heard of us from other sources, but allow us to establish one critical fact. During a galactic uprising that brought great destruction in 1/3 of this galaxy, certain groups of our Commonwealth joined forces with the Rebel Alliance. This alliance is led by the Draconian species, governed by 24 plus 3 council members under a high commander. This ruler goes by many names, most of which are recorded in your planet's...
Now, let's go back again. What did he say? High 24 plus 3 council members under a high commander. Now, who do you think this high commander would be? Huh? Pindar, Moloch, Dracula, the Dark Prince. He got his name recorded in your history books because you praying to him and you hate him at the same time. You give him glory when you get dollars or something good happens. Thank you, God. Thank you so much. And then when something bad happens, oh, that's the devil. That's the motherfucking, there you go again. He got you serving him all. Just the simple fact that you believe in the God or the devil gives that entity an energy. It don't make a difference if you love or respect it or not. Just the fact that you believe in it. Just the fact that you believe that you have a birthday. That's a whole ritual in itself. Look at the cake or the motherfucking, look at the cake. It's a circular cake. It got candles. You ever know when you do spells and rituals, you put candles on top of it. You got the candles in a circular cake. Look at your football stadium. Circular. And then you got people around you chanting, how old are you? how old are you? Just chanting the shit to you. And now you say, all right, fuck it, I'm 13. So there you go, boom. Now you done age yourself. You literally age yourself. When you say time doesn't exist to me. I'm outside of time. That's a complete, total different aspect. And then you start taking care of yourself, and then you will see that your age go backwards. Your body, actually, your youth stays with you.
This alliance is led by the Draconian species, governed by 24 plus 3 council members under a high commander. This ruler goes by many names, most of which are recorded in your planet's history. Point being is that the rebel Andromedians have been acting as intermediaries between the Draconian Alliance and Earth governments, which they have come to control. Their goal is the enslavement of your planet, the extraction of its resources, and the complete extermination of all life. Then the Draconian fleet of 118 war planets, including its 2 flagships, will depart for a critical nerve node of the universal organism. We cannot and will not allow this to happen.
Listen, we cannot, and listen what he also said, and will not allow this to happen. See, I told you they might run around here, but they don't have no control.
Your enslavement has been orchestrated by an artificial race that many of you consider native to your planet. It is not.
Pause. Your enslavement has been orchestrated by an artificial race. Your enslavement has been orchestrated by an artificial race that many of you consider native to your planet. It is not. It is not. It is not. It is not.
That there is no gradual development of humans. I believe that we were manufactured somewhere else. I'll just call it like I see it. The historical record to me looks like that this world we're living on already had basically black people, African Americans in different geographical areas. Then all of a sudden we had Mongolian types in different types of areas.
Let me explain something to you. In one of those religious texts, it said that the Son, the Most High, right, will make these jokers tell the truth. In the last days, he will make them tell the truth. And look at what's happening. Look at what's happening. You can still live and allow all you want. You can live and allow all you want. Hold on. There's something else I want to play. Here you go right here. Let me pull this up, though. Here you go right here. DNA, the basis of life. It is time to meet the star of the genetic show. Deoxyribon. Hold on. I apologize, people. Y'all couldn't see that. Y'all couldn't see that. Let me pull this up. Matter of fact, I'm going to just go entire screen. Here we go. Here we go. It is time to meet the star of the genetic show, deoxyribonucleic acid, otherwise known as DNA. If the title of this chapter hasn't impressed upon you the importance and magnitude of those 3 little letters, consider that DNA is also referred to as the genetic material or the molecule of hereditary. Now, don't they tell y'all when y'all have diabetes or high blood pressure, they ask you if your mom or your dad got it, and they try to tell you that it's hereditary? No, the French toast is not. Bad eating habits are hereditary, but diseases are not. You don't get diseases. And you thought your title was impressive. Every living thing on Earth, from the smallest bacteria to the largest whale, uses DNA to store genetic information and transmit that information from one generation to the next. A copy of some or all of every creature DNA is passed on to its offspring. The development organism then uses DNA as a blueprint to make all its body parts. Some non-living things use DNA to transmit information too. See nearby sidebar, DNA of the undead in the world of viruses. To get an idea of how much information DNA stores, think about how complex your body is. You have hundreds of kinds of tissues that all perform different functions. It takes a lot of DNA to catalog all that. See the section Discovering DNA later in this chapter to find out how scientists learned that DNA is the genetic material of all known life forms. Now, before I go any further, because it's going to talk about the structure of the molecule, the one thing that I want to read back here, let's go back here before I play my next video. Every living thing on Earth, from the smallest bacteria to the largest whale, uses DNA to store genetic information and transmit that information from one generation to the next. One generation to the next. A copy of some or all of every creature's DNA is passed off to its offspring. Now let me go over here real fast. Bam. Let me play this for you.
I challenge you to watch The Liver King without feeling the urge to vomit. Look closely as he eats raw liver,
I'm gonna finish this pound of liver.
bone marrow,
You just go right here in the middle and eat it.
raw bull testicles, and drinks a tall glass of fresh blood.
How long do you think this will take me to drink? Liver King out.
Yes, he calls himself the Liver King, and he consumes this unbelievably raw diet on a daily basis.
We're having brain ice cream. Let's dig in.
Pause. He said they're having brain ice cream. Let me rewind that again.
We're having brain ice cream. Let's dig in.
So, what is this man's deal? Why can't he just cook his meat? Why does he even make his kids eat this?
Let's dig in. Cheers. Cheers to the liver family.
And most surprisingly, why am I, a vegetarian, not judging him despite this?
And we got a salad. What? Who put the salad here?
See, as I just mentioned, Liver King takes this life so seriously that his whole family, including his kids, does it with him. He applies the same diet to them, and even his extreme workout routine also applies to them.
Let's go.
Now let me pause this. The one thing that I'm gonna let you know, that if you notice this, right, who's leading his fucking family and who believes in him? Let's start with that. All y'all can say it. We can throw and say ill is nasty, this, that, and the third. But just understand something. Who's leading this motherfucking family right here? And who's supporting his lead? Hit the like button, people. Stop playing with me. Hit the like button. Hit that like button. The like button doesn't cost you nothing. Hit the like button. That's all I'm saying. Who's leading his family? He is. And his woman is supporting him. Point blank and simple. So we can say ill all we want. But at the end of the day, this is really disrespectful to black households.
And here is why I believe people should see this. Because Liver King says this extreme shift in lifestyle started when his own kids were sent to the hospital a few years ago.
My kids were sick and they couldn't breathe, and they were going to the hospital by ambulance, and we got fed up with that. So we started adopting this simple, elegant way of living, and they got better.
And that is why he decided living like our ancestors, where people...
Oh, wait a minute. Our ancestors. Stop it. Pause. We didn't eat meat, and we damn sure didn't eat raw meat. So a lot of things that people be telling y'all today, like I told y'all, they tell you that we ate meat, and then they tell you that we drink wine and liquor. Our ancestors never did. Our ancient people that, let me put it to you like this. People that was creative, that can move through portals and dimensions and travel through the stars, didn't do none of that shit. People that wanted to just have an earthly experience, bro, you did it.
No longer eat any processed food and instead consume raw meats.
We got spleen, we got heart, we got pork rinds, we got kidney, we got testicle.
And
First of all, look at his wife. Look at his wife. See, you all can make fun of this all you want. I brought this video up to show you the difference in genetic makeup and what's going to take place on this planet that he's already eating raw and what they can stomach. But I'm sitting here showing you something. The universe is letting me see something else too. Look at the support that he has behind his ideology. He can give a French toast what 8 billion people care about him. All he care about is what she think about it. And look at where she at. Right there with him. As he talking about liver, kidneys, nuts, blood. Are you fucking serious?
spleen, we got heart, we got pork rinds, we got kidney, we got testicle.
And more importantly, this lifestyle is not just about food. This crazy-looking, raw meat-eating man believes that a lot of the modern things we do now have only stopped us from achieving our stronger potential.
Most people's lives suck. Facts. And most people would like to live a life that's God worth living. And people are suffering today with depression, with anxiety, with autoimmune conditions, with infertility, right? They got low energy, they got low libidos, they got low ambition in life. What I'm proposing, my thesis is that there's a simple, elegant solution to living a God life.
That's why, aside from eating raw meat daily, you will also see the Liver King sleeping on hard surfaces, being wildly active, destroying excessive Wi-Fi, bathing in ice-cold water, and soaking in the sun, fighting discomfort.
Why? Why would you ever let your environment dominate you?
And bonding with members of his tribe.
Look at his
And
family.
you know what? This is the part where this video is about you.
Now, let me say this to you. He is eating according to his genetic makeup. First of all, you know the muscles and shit, all that. The muscles, that's he's overweight. Let's just start with that. Okay, they look good for bedroom talk, whatever the case may be. But again, that's overweight. But he's eating according to his genetic makeup. This is why his children begin to not experience as many health problems anymore. Not eating fast food, not eating cooked food. We shouldn't be eating fast food and cooked food either. Our food should be raw, just like his. But the only difference is it should be kale. It should be fruits and vegetables. Shouldn't be no fucking meat. Our shit should be raw too. Just like he's in the water, out in the sun. That's what we should be doing. That is what we should be doing. But understand something. When there's no more liver, when there is no more food to obtain, to maintain this right here, he will start to break down immediately. And it will start here first. Right here. It will start here first. And to believe it or not, it will become survival of the fittest. And at that time, no telling what will take place with the weakest in his camp. Just remember that I said that. No telling what will take place with the weakest individual in his camp. So now let me move on real fast because I'm going to get out of here. Let me play this last video over here. Here you go right here.
But this off by saying, man, it is something inherently different and spiritually different from black people and white people. And no, this is not solely about race or skin color. It's just
right. This has nothing. See, this is the problem. Let me say this to you. All other races of people, you need to stop talking about skin color. Your blood cells make up. So you got trillions of blood cells in your body. Your cells make up your skin color. So stop talking about skin. It has nothing to do with your skin. It's all about within what makes up you. So it's the reason why it looks gruesome to us with y'all eating raw meat because we don't eat it. And you're trying to force your culture on us. You even have some black people that eat medium rare steaks. Huh? You shit. Blood in their chicken. Shit. You even have them. So don't act like we don't know this. Yes, we do. I remember one time my grandma, not her, my grandmother didn't play that shit. She like, no, you better cook that shit all the way. I remember one time though, my sister cooked a steak and it wasn't done all the way. I was like, if you don't put that shit back in that oven and grill that joint, I want that joint to come out like this box right here. Black. Stop playing with me. We don't eat that. We don't do those. We don't possess those type of characteristics. And the only reason why you possess those characteristics is because of the genetic makeup, because of the DNA that's in your cells. You see, you're trying to normalize yourself. You're trying to be us. And black people don't realize that. They're trying to be us. They want to be us. So they are ashamed of their genetic makeup. They are ashamed of the thoughts that come in their mind about what they want to do to certain animals or even to you. They are ashamed about that. They have to suppress that. So look, this is why they are so afraid with knocking down the internet, knocking down the power. They are afraid of that because they know that they will instantaneously become savagery towards one another. Instantaneous. Let me tell you something. Mr. MB33 and Gina Marie, this is real rap. They know good and damn well ain't no fear with me. That you think they fear black people? I want to be honest with you. Now, listen, with the world going on right now and the shit that's on the TV, of course they're like, well, you know, black people do second and third. But do you really honestly think that they fear black people? No, they don't. They fear their own kind. They fear their own kind. Because see, Gina Marie and Mr. MB33, and I have a good feel of energy. They don't possess the type of mentality that you will see the average, these white folks out here, especially the brutal ones. They just want to live their life. See? So they're not afraid. They're not concerned with me. They're concerned with their neighbors and friends down the street or people in their community. Because see, when they get hungry, see, I'm already fasting. I'm already drinking smoothies. I'm on a fruit and water fast for 33 days. I'm going to do it for 33 days, a fruit and water fast. I'm already doing it. So I'm good. But when they're not feeding themselves, because their bodies are constantly breaking down, when they're not feeding themselves, they go through what you call the anger, frustration. So let me finish playing. Let me play one more video and I'm out. And I'm out of here.
In our spirit that won't allow us to do certain things. You got to think about it. This is an eating raw meat contest. Black people don't even know shit like this exists. And I'm not sitting here saying something that's unfamiliar. They know this, and we know this too. But this is normal in their community. Look at this man. His diet consists of raw beef, hold the fires.
Something was wrong with him. That's not human, man. You're not regular, man. That nigga was the devil, man. That nigga was the devil, man. Real. That nigga was...
That's not normal, man. I don't care what nobody. That's not normal.
I'm gonna
So
start
now, hold on. Let me go back over here. I forgot about this.
Movement has been orchestrated by an artificial race that many of you consider native to your...
Your enslavement have been orchestrated by an artificial race that many of you consider native to your planet. What's the next very line?
It is not. During your current state, you cannot enter a direct conflict with them.
During your current state, you cannot enter a direct conflict with them. Why did he tell you that? During your current state, you cannot enter a direct conflict with this individual. You know why? Because they will literally they have no problem killing you, pulling out a gun and shooting you. They can come to your house and start with you, and you still are the violent person. You are the one that caused the problem, not them. You are the one, not them. During your current state. But don't worry, though. That's quickly changing now.
This is our duty. But what you can do is protect yourselves and survive until our arrival.
All right, listen, I done played this plenty of time before. Hold up. The Draco, listen, let me pull up here. Oh, here we go. This is what I wanted. Yeah, hold up. Here we go right here with the tarot cards, and here we go.
Any species activity on the
Any species activity on the inside planets is considered hostile to you. So anybody that's not a reflection of me and you is hostile. I don't care how they come at you, smiling, whatever the case may be. They are considered hostile to you, a danger, a threat to you.
planets is considered hostile to you. We do not use channeling.
We do not use channeling. Hold on.
We do not send messages to psychics.
We do not send messages to psychics.
We only transmit through a strict medium of neutrino beams.
Neutrino beams. Now listen, neutrino beams are now hitting the planet at a high, enormous rate. So you can look up what neutrino beams are. This is when people talk about they getting downloads from the sun through neutrino beams. That is unlocking your DNA and remind. It's also doing what? Heating up the planet. This is what neutrino beams is. You can go search it up. Protons and neutrinos that are now flowing to the planet.
The clear reason is that your oppressors do not have access to this technology. Beware of what you call false flag operations. Earth will be invaded by the Draconian Alliance, posing to be us. This will include atrocities in order to condition humanity.
Now, this will include atrocities in order to condition humanity against us. And you wonder why they're coming up with Fed now. You wonder why everybody on every continent will be underneath the same economic system. Huh? You wonder why. You wonder why you all these train derailments, all of this poison, so-called in the water, toxification, all of the transgender, all of the Ukraine, all of the bull crap that's sitting in front of you right now. All of it. And then something major happens. The killing, the shit that's happening in Sudan right now with our brothers and sisters, you're with America and Russia in there playing both sides. Huh? That shit right there, when it's here in America and it's being destroyed in 6 to 8 months, 150 million people gone. Now people that are surviving, oh, I'm sorry. Please help us. Please help us. We accept anybody and anything. I'm not mad. Long as I'm not being attacked, long as I feel like I'm safe, I don't care what lizard we following. I don't care how long he's been on this planet manipulating us and playing with genetics and created a whole species. I don't care. So here you go right here. Hunger is the first element of self-discipline. See that right there? See that right there? And this is how they have you. And when they got you in this state right here, you see that right there? When they got you in this state right there, this is why you can't see. That's why you can't see. Because see, someone that's hungry, they're thinking. Someone that ain't hungry, they're not thinking. So those that have forgotten their past are deemed to repeat it. Let me go over here one last time. One last time. I keep saying that, but let me go over here one last time. Here you go right here. Your tarot cards was in the 1900s that came across the Atlantic, like the Atlantic slave trade. You couldn't even read. So now you're talking about tarot cards. What type of shit is that? You couldn't even read. Now you couldn't even read the English language. And you didn't create the English language. And now you talk about tarot cards. Those people are in fear about creating their own reality. So they need someone to help them and assist them. That's it. And those that need help and assist by some invisible spirit and can't do it on their own in the physical realm will no longer be here. There's no need for you to be here. You want to spend your time in the spiritual realm searching for ghostly motherfuckers to give you advice to do what to do in the physical realm. Why are you here? There's no need to have you here. The Dark Ages is a term for the early Middle Ages, or occasionally the entire Middle Ages and Western Europe after the fall of the Western Roman Empire that characterizes it as marked by economic, intellectual, and cultural decline. Economic, finances, intellectual, your school system, cultural, fucking genetic makeup. I'm a woman. I'm a woman, but I want to be a man. I'm a man, and now I want to be a woman. Brittany Griner, did you hear her interview? Did you hear Brittany Griner talk? Is that really a woman? I want y'all to really tell me honestly. Is that a woman? Did you hear Brittany Griner talking at the stadium? Talking at the podium? Yeah, going over in Russia. You know, man, it's over in Russia. I'm sorry. I'm like, are you kidding me? They blatant right in your face with it. Brittany Griner was the push of gay rights. She was the push for gay rights. She was coming from Russia. I don't know why y'all thought she wasn't. She was coming from Russia. Russia just wanted what they wanted. That's all it was. So we're gonna make a good change. You know what I'm saying? That's why the American people got mad. Like, how you gonna go and get Brittany Griner and give away those threatened terrorists in Russia? They call him the mad bomber, whatever the fuck he is. How do you trade a transgender for a terrorist? Hey, did y'all see him? I'm like, is who the French? I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, are you really? It's even images. How do you a woman? At least your chest will poke out some. I don't give a fuck if you got the smallest titties on the planet, but your titties will poke out some. Because even though you gay, you still get your titties sucked on. You understand? You still get them. So your titties will poke out some. How you ain't got no chest? Your chest look like mine. Matter of fact, your chest look like Pookie. Your chest don't even look like mine because at least I got some shape because I work out. Your shit look like Pookie. I'm confused. How did that even add up, people? Stop it, man. Stop it. Y'all better go. It's images and all that shit surfacing all across regarding this that dude that they understand something, people. This is Hollywood show out here. Hollywood is not on the West Coast. Hollywood is this whole entire fucking 7 continent that this Draconian Alliance and Pindar, Moloch, Dracula, all his name is all through in your movies and all through the fucking historian books. That Joker there. He has been here for quite some time and he hasn't been doing nothing but manipulating, and he's upset because you know why? He can manipulate energy. We give him the ability of thought. He has choice. He can do what he wants. However, he only can do it to a certain degree. And then when he looks at us, he's jealous. That's why they say you're on a slave ship, because he feel like he's on a slave ship. See? Simple as that. That's it. So I'm going to abuse them because I'm being abused because I want to do what they do, and how you going to limit me from what I'm doing? I want to be able to do what you do. And we say, no, that's not it. You're going to do what we want you to do. See, everything that's happening on this planet is orchestrated by us. Better believe that. Nigga don't have no control. He do what we want him to do. And the best way to ever bring out the light, the best in someone, is that you have to push them to their French toast limit. And damn it, we wasn't pushed to our limit. I value my brothers and sisters, woman, child, and man, cosmos and earth, eternal light. Each one reach one. This is how we grow. I see you, my brothers and sisters. Protect yourself at all times with knowledge, sunlight, chlorophyll, distilled water, and 3D human free. Kalab Ma'at Amin Ra, God gene for life. Some blood, some blood, some blood. I am not black. Gizzo, listen, you appreciate the content, hit the like button. Listen, the like button doesn't cost you nothing, my brothers and sisters. You really appreciate the content, you can grab a some blood. I am not black, or you can cash that. Whatever you do, I greatly appreciate it. And guess what? Next Friday, I will be outside. Today, it was pouring down raining off in Philly for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's pouring down raining. Next Friday going forward, I will be the French toast out there. I promise you that. And I will be going live. So I value my people. And the first place I'm going to is Germantown and Cheltenham. Germantown and Cheltenham. And those that are familiar with that geographical area, you know that it's time to go the fuck down there and tear it up. As much as those joking ass, most of that law enforcement be down there and all them lying ass jokers that be down there. So again, I value my people. Have an amazing supreme cosmic night. As our bodies rest, may we meet up in the cosmos and do the lecture slide and speed up the process to remove all darkness on this planet. Have an amazing supreme cosmic night. Whole love.